My name is Jeremy Yokum. I'm a bartender in Brooklyn, and this is my tale. So I was behind the bar at this little corner joint in Brooklyn one rainy Sunday night, and one of our bartenders, Brother Paul, was off duty, just sitting at the bar watching his favorite football team. Brother Paul's kind of, he's a man of generous girth, prone to kind of just watching football and grunting at the screen. And our friend Eric was sitting next to him, who was a fan of the opposing team, and they made a friendly gentleman's bet. Whoever's favorite team lost would end up with their shoes tied together dangling from the traffic light in front of the bar. Anyway, by about the third quarter, it became obvious that Paul's team was losing. It was one of the worst games I'd seen that season for sure. So, Brother Paul's team lost, and that means Brother Paul lost. So a couple guys picked him up, and Eric, the winner of the bet, pulled his shoes off of him, tied the laces together, and walked outside and slung them up over the traffic light. Took him a few tries, because it's a pretty tall traffic light. He finally got it, and there the tennis shoes were dangling in the rain. Our buddy Tim walked in, sat down next to Paul, and they were having a few drinks together, and Tim says, "Brother Paul, where's your shoes?" And Paul pointed out the window at the traffic light and said, "They're up there," and went back to the game that he was engrossed in. Tim, without saying anything, walked outside, kind of looked up at the shoes for a little bit, takes his hoodie off, puts a pocket knife in his teeth, and scales the pole like a pirate, and tightrope walks out all the way to the shoes, manages to just barely reach it with the knife and cut the laces off, and the shoes go tumbling down into the intersection. Tim comes back in, and he is grinning like a maniac, expecting Paul to be thankful. Was Paul thankful? No. And Paul says, "I lost a bet. Those shoes belong back up there." So he took the shoes, tied the laces back together, and slung them back up over the traffic light. Then he walked off, disappearing into the rainy night with his feet bare and his head held high. Say what you will about Paul, he is a gracious loser, and he's a principled man. I'm Jeremy Yokum. I'm a bartender in Brooklyn, and that was my tale.